Let's talk about one of the most painful things a person can go through, betrayal. But you know what? This isn't about drowning in that pain. Nope. This is a real, actionable guide to turning that heartbreak into your biggest source of power.
And it all starts right here, doesn't it? That haunting silence. No big fight, no explanation. 1 minute they're everything to you, and the next, just gone. This quote just nails that confusing, empty feeling that so many of us know all too well.
And, well, here's the brutal truth of it. He chose someone else. That hurts, no doubt about it. But the whole point of this, the very first move you have to make, is to pivot. He made his choice. Now you make yours. You choose yourself.
Okay, so we've got to start by looking at the wound itself. The pain of being betrayed is so real, and it runs deep. But this whole journey we're on, it's not about staying stuck in that pain. It's about understanding it and then using it to rise up, just like a stoic warrior.
So, where do we even begin? The very first step is all about inner control. It's about grabbing onto the one thing you have absolute power over in all this chaos, your own reaction.
And right here, this is the choice you have in front of you. On the one hand, there's the victim's path. You know, crying, pleading for answers, sad posts online. All that does is feed their ego and make them feel good about their decision. But then there's the warrior's path. Composure, absolute silence, becoming a complete mystery. That's how you take your power back.
So how do you actually walk that warrior's path? You build your mental armor. Now, this isn't about pretending you're not hurting. It's about showing the world a calm, stable front, no matter how crazy the storm is inside. Your composure becomes your shield. Their actions just bounce right off of it.
So here's the game plan, step by step. First, you get your emotions stable. Do not show them your pain. Every single tear just feeds their ego. Second, you become a total mystery. They expect you to fall apart online. When you don't, it messes with their head. And third, and this is a big one, you use absolute silence. No calls, no texts. Silence is the most powerful weapon you have. All right, let's move into the next phase. We're shifting from just defending yourself to going on the strategic offensive. We're going to focus on these subtle psychological shifts that completely change the power dynamic, all without you ever having to say a word. The key to this whole strategy is something called cognitive dissonance. It sounds kind of nerdy, but it's simple. It's that weird, uncomfortable feeling someone gets when two of their thoughts clash. Like, I know I made the right choice to leave, clashes with, wow, the person I left is doing amazing without me. Your job is to create that clash in their mind. And how do you pull that off? Not by attacking them, by building yourself up. Step 1, quietly improve yourself. Focus on your job, your health, your peace. Step 2, just let them compare. Oh, they will. They'll compare their new situation to the strong, classy person you're becoming. And step 3, let your silence do the talking. Your calm success is this constant, unspoken challenge to the choice they made. This leads right into the art of social projection. But let me be clear, this has to be authentic. You show, you don't just tell. You share your actual growth, that new skill you're learning, that trip you went on, your progress at the gym. What you're projecting is that you have options, not that you're desperate. The effect is so powerful. Your genuine progress can plant this little seed of confusion and doubt in their mind. No drama needed. Okay, now we get to the most important part of this whole thing. The external stuff is great, but real, lasting healing? That comes from turning inward and doing the deep work, confronting your own shadow. So what is shadow work? It's basically the process of looking at the fears and insecurities that were already there. The betrayal didn't create them, it just shined a giant spotlight on them. And listen, this is crucial. This is not about blaming yourself. Not at all. It's about understanding your own weak spots so you can make them strong for good. So let's start asking some tough questions. And you've got to be brutally honest with yourself here. Why did you need their validation so much? Was your own sense of self-worth all tangled up in what they thought of you? And the next question, did you see the red flags and just look away? Were you so terrified of being abandoned, so scared of being alone, that you ignored the warning signs that you knew deep down were there? And finally, what lines did you let them cross? What personal boundaries did you erase just to keep the relationship going? Where did you lose a piece of yourself just trying to hold on to them? You know, answering these questions, it completely changes the wound.
It stops being this ugly scar that you're ashamed of. Instead, it becomes a mental tattoo, a permanent, powerful lesson in self-respect that you'll carry with you forever.
So let's get to the final stage and see how this all comes together. We're talking about the final victory, karma. But probably not in the way you're thinking. This has absolutely nothing to do with revenge.
I mean, just look at this contrast. It's so powerful. He lied, you choose to live in your truth. He used you, you become your own source of strength. He stabbed you in the back, you become stronger and more direct. Every single time you are choosing the higher road.
And this right here is the heart of a stoic victory. Real revenge isn't about becoming bitter and nasty like the person who hurt you. The best revenge is to raise yourself up so high that they become totally irrelevant to your life.
And that's really the point, isn't it? Your silence, your progress, your quiet dignity. That's the karmic echo that will live rent-free in their mind. You don't have to say a thing. The life you build will say it all, and that's the thing that will haunt them.
And this is your new life. You don't need validation from anyone anymore. You choose partners from a place of strength, not desperation. You see that pain not as who you are, but as the teacher that made you who you are. The person who left, just a memory. But the person you've become, that's an inspiration.
Let's leave you with this last thought because it's so important. He went to someone else, and for a minute, you thought you lost, but you didn't. You just learned how the game is really played on a much, much deeper level.
Because of that deep understanding, and because of all the work you've put in, you're a warrior now. Simple as that.